Welcome to the West Wing Week, your guide to everything that's happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. This week, September 3rd to the 9th, or the year 5771.
The rabbis aren't quite ready yet.
This week, the president was focused on the economy, making 2 trips to the industrial heartland to inform the American people on the steps the Obama administration is taking to put people back to work. His first stop was Labor Fest, where he celebrated Labor Day with Secretary Hilda Solis, AFL-CIO President Richard Trumka, and thousands of working men and women in Milwaukee. President Obama outlined his plans to upgrade our nation's roads, railways, and runways, rebuilding 150,000 miles of our roads, enough to circle the globe 6 times, and laying down 4,000 miles of our railways, enough to stretch coast to coast.
But the bottom line is this, Milwaukee, this will not only create jobs immediately, it's also going to make our economy hum over the long haul. It's a plan that history tells us can and should attract bipartisan support. It's a plan that says, even in the aftermath of the worst recession in our lifetimes, America can still shape our own destiny.
On the way back to Washington, the president and crew celebrated the 20th birthday of this 747, currently being used as Air Force One.
Give him a big round of applause.
On Tuesday, September 7th, President Obama met with NATO Secretary General Anders Fogh Rasmussen in the Oval Office.
So nice to see you. Come in. Thank you.
They discussed NATO's strategic priorities to ensure the organization can adapt to meet the missions of the 21st century, including the current NATO commitment to Afghanistan. Later that afternoon, the president hosted a conference call with more than 600 rabbis to celebrate Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year.
I know the sounding of the shofar is one of the highlights of the Rosh Hashanah liturgy, and that call that is both urgent and timeless and familiar and distinctive ushers in the new year. And with you, I hope and pray that this year will be a year of health and happiness and joy and justice, and ultimately, perhaps a year of peace.
On Wednesday, September 8th, the president made his second stop on this week's economic swing, traveling to Cleveland, Ohio, where he visited the Cuyahoga Community College West Campus. He spoke about his vision for America's future and his plan to strengthen the economy and grow the middle class through targeted tax cuts, support for small businesses, and long-term investments in education, clean energy, and infrastructure.
We see a future where we invest in American innovation and American ingenuity, where we export more goods so we create more jobs here at home, where we make it easier to start a business or patent an invention, where we build a homegrown clean energy industry, because I don't want to see new solar panels or electric cars or advanced batteries manufactured in Europe or in Asia. I want to see them made right here in the U.S. of A. by American workers.
Back at Andrews Air Force Base, the First Lady landed from a trip to promote her Let's Move initiative in New Orleans just as Air Force One was arriving, giving the president an opportunity to offer her a lift home. To find out more information on any of these topics or to see complete videos of these events, go to whitehouse.gov. And thanks again for checking out your West Wing Week.
Why don't you just commute? Commute. Tell a word. You know, tell a word.
The new flexible work.
That's right.